Work with family members and friends who are not complex employees.
Where do you think the canister might be?
A device that dispenses the luminescent polymer is located on one of these platforms.
Let's go find it.
Oh, finally someone new to talk to, and a live one, too.
New? Did someone else come here before me?
Sure. See that dead body? That's Alexei, the technician. We've been having quite a conversation since they killed us. The thing is, about 20 minutes ago, the lights sort of went out of him. He did manage to say something right at the end, but it was complete gibberish.
What do you mean, went out?
Oh, I don't know. He kind of expired, so to speak. I think this must be all the vaccination's fault. Dead people being so chatty, I mean. Residual brain activity or something. What else could it be?
Was anyone else here?
Look around. There's plenty of victims. Not all of them were in a talkative mood. But take Ivan, for example. He was an assistant professor. He taught for days on end. Or Comrade Ulumbekov. He went silent this morning. Man, he was young. All expired now. And still holding on, you see.
Don't you wonder why?
Oh yeah, sure I do. But it's fascinating. Tell people about it if you make it out alive, okay? At least that way the science will get something useful out of all this carnage.
Oh, yeah. Anything for science, right?
Well, not anything. If you're suggesting that I'm getting a little carried away. But if you get a chance.
Okay. So long.
These canisters are used with polymer dispensers, Comrade Major. One could prove useful.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed one. It looked awfully specific. Staring at. Home to Papa!
be submitted for non-working weekend days. Medium to high social credit employees only.
Saving data.
So, what will it be, Major?
Staff members with no social credit is now beginning. Regular personnel are to remain at their workstations.
Comrades, we need to do something about the mushroom spores in the germination department. They sent us another robot they said was on the fridge, so we opened it up, and it's full of mushrooms on the inside. The whole thing is packed with mycelia. What is it about the robot's polymer environment that mushrooms like so much? At this rate, we'll have mushroom techs instead of lab techs. You guys are smart, right? Come up with something.
What you staring at?
Canister detected. Synthesizing luminopolymer. Canister will be built in 35 days.
35? Great. I'll come back later.
The massive mixers that enrich raw polymer with anaerobic bacteria operate at a set speed.
So if the speed is increased, the process will get sped up too? Where's the control panel?
There isn't one. Under normal circumstances, the speed of the process does not vary. But a shock blast could provide their electric motors with extra voltage.
You're out of line.
Experimental samples. Refer to the medical center for special checkup.
And now for the weather report.
And we have a full house.
Works for now.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
Saving data.
All staff members who receive their notice are transferred to social control by end of day. Safety reports will be considered an operating circumstance.
We gotta be careful. It's a long way down. I could get hurt.
Hurt? You're an optimist.
That's my thing, Chucky.
Canister will be filled in 20 days.
It worked. Look at that pool glow. It's actually kind of pretty.
Please note that your unscheduled maintenance has initiated the repair algorithm.
Canister will be filled in 5 days.
Why can't this lousy goddamn cable car go any faster?
No one foresaw this particular turn of events.
It was a rhetorical question, Chuck.
need to speed up the last motor.
No, at least I don't have to worry about ammo.
Canister will be filled in 10 seconds.
That's better. Pleasant lights all around, chelas buzzing in the distance. How romantic.
Canister filled. Please eject the canister.
You can collect the canister now.
Authorization. Major need.
Saving data.
Excellent news. I didn't expect this.
Comrades, follow your ship schedule carefully. An extra minute spent at lunch is a minute stolen from the people.
Comrade Major,
Yes? Got something constructive to say?
have I done something to offend you? Why are you taking your frustration out on me?
Sorry, it's not your fault. I'm just mad at myself.
Why? You didn't kill Petrov. He was killed by his own weapon, a hostile robot.
That doesn't matter. I was supposed to take him alive, and I failed. And that's not all. Sechenov saved my life. He's like a father to me. As far as I can remember, anyway, I let him down.
If that's what's troubling you, just let it go. There's nothing unusual about your situation.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? Comrade Sechenov is always disappointed in everyone. There's no pleasing the man. His perfectionism is pathological, and everyone knows it. Every single person in his life lets him down.
What? That's bullshit.
Neuropolymer gloves are incapable of deception.
Yeah. I guess so.
Saving data.
So, what do you think about our birch tree, Sugar?
The one in the humongous glass thing? What about it?
She's holding out for a hero, just like I do, waiting for someone to save her from the biting cold.
Oh, that's it. Enough. One deranged tin can is plenty for me.
I knew you would stay loyal to me, handsome. Take off the glove, and we'll be together forever.
Don't hold your breath. So, why is this birch tree so important?
It's not important at all, Stud. You'll have to warm her up, but you can ignore her. She's a dumb tree. Nothing like me.
Crispy critters. At least the tree doesn't talk.
You would be lonely without me, Sugar.
Would I really?
Intrigued by Chronos, previously convicted for slandering the Communist Party, has officially paid his debt to the Motherland, and is thus granted release from forced labor at the complex.
Polymer canister connected.
The tree, it's glowing. It's beautiful.
The preliminary power generation phase has begun.
Most challenging and difficult to maintain testing grounds. It is designed for the production of specialized energy-consuming polymers and the breeding of experimental plants capable of thriving and propagating in extreme temperatures. The workshop's achievements include dozens of heat-resistant crops that are already being used to end famine in drought-afflicted regions like North Africa and Central Asia. But the true goal of the hot shop's research goes far beyond that. With polymer treatment, future heat-resistant plants will populate the hothouses of Mars and the cloudy gardens of Venus.
Employee number 403267A to the distribution of confidential data.
It's hot as balls in here. You call this comfortable?
The temperature in the shop seems to have risen to an extremely high level.
Got it. They must be in a room somewhere around here. boilers look like they're about to blow. What the hell are we supposed to do?
I have no data. I've never been here before.
Okay. I'll deal with it.
Remember that lava
I've seen that stuff before. It's cryogenic, right?
Indeed, it is. That is a Fahrenheit, a candle filled with cryopolymer. It's designed to reduce temperatures and equalize pressure in high-temperature furnaces.
I'll try getting them into the boilers. Okay, I found the opening.
Sorry, pal, but I just needed more. You get it, right? You're a machine, so I needed more. What's your lot in life? Serve humans, right? Well, I used to serve folks, too. I served in Kursk, and I served in Berlin. I didn't do it just to get a fancy medal. I was fighting for equality, so everybody could have the same rights and responsibilities. So everybody could be like everybody else. Now, I just need to figure out how to put your damn thing on.
How do I get into the pipe? Ugh. What do I do now? Lug this shit to the boiler myself?
It worked. 2 more left.
Gee, are you sure? It's a good thing the pipe's opening's in the next room and not over by the birch tree. Okay, second one's all set. boiler's too hot to touch. I need to find a way to cool it off from the inside. Who the hell came up with all this shit? I'm sick to death of shoving balls into tubes.
We're doing this so we can leave the Vavilov complex.
Why can't I just, I don't know, walk out a regular door?
I'm afraid only an irregular door is available.
The temperature in the hot workshop has been stabilized. Employees may return to their workstations.
What a relief.
Comrade Major, have you found Dr. Filatova yet?
The one who helped Petrov butcher hundreds of people? No. She's still crawling around somewhere.
I emphasize that Dr. Filatova must not be hurt. If her life is threatened, you must come to her defense.
What? Rescue the bitch whose fault it is I'm wading knee-deep in gore? What the fuck?
Traitor Petrov used Dr. Filatova without her knowledge. She had no inkling of his true intentions. I mean, the viciousness of this homicidal maniac. Her guilt must be established by a court of law.
Too good for her.
She deserves no less. Dr. Filatova is a renowned neurosurgeon. Dr. Sechenov entrusted her with a collective research that connected both humans and robots. She must not be hurt. Did I make myself clear, Comrade Major?
I'll keep it in mind.
There are no human crews inside these robots. All critical elements are located at the back and at the bottom of the assembly. You find these either along its central axis or on the inside of its wheels or legs. The central portion, the one that gets hit most, is merely a decoy, which is something that our Western friends have now learned all too well. You see, it contains almost no vital parts, and what few parts it has are rather small and protected by several layers of armor. There are no human crews inside these robots. All critical elements are located
Mihailych, I'm gonna go grab some lunch. You want anything?
Don't do me any favors. I marched all the way to Berlin in my day. I can make it to the cafeteria. Thank you very much.
Oh, chill out. Just trying to help. You know, all the mashed potatoes will be gone, and then I'll have to hear all about it.
Go on. I'll catch up to you. Hell, I'll probably get there first.
Whatever.
These people. What? I'm not a man anymore because I lost my leg? I don't need nobody to baby me. I can get there myself without their help. I don't want pity, I want respect, damn it! I'll be running laps around you yet, mark my words.
Saving data.
Please select the desired procedure.
There are no human crews inside these robots. All critical elements.
What's the hot workshop used for?
Heat-resistant polymers are made here. But most of the research is dedicated to the cultivation of heat-resistant flora.
Nice.
The polymers here are enriched with essential oils from Cacticus cereris, a cactus. The polymers make it possible to cultivate groups of plants that are adapted to high temperatures.
Do they want to make the desert greener or something?
Something like that. They plan to terraform Mars. The canisters fill automatically once the temperature is normalized.
What's that supposed to mean? It's hot. You're hot, huh? You ought to try going to the Urals and being a steel worker, even for half shifts. That'd make a man of you, I tell you. But look at him.
Everything here seems pretty cut and dry. We should head back before something fucked up happens.
Instead, he's over there with his pretty flowers bitching about the heat. We crack-tops don't give a goddamn about no heat. Ain't nothing gonna stop us. We'll hop right into an oven or a volcano at the drop of a hat. So don't come whimpering to me, Bob. Once the update collected, everything will be hunky-dory. And if someone starts bitching, they ain't worth shit.
What do we know about Petrov's girlfriend, Charles?
Are you referring to Dr. Filatova?
That's what I said. Did the cat get your tongue? Do you know her?
Dr. Larissa Filatova, MD, has worked with Dr. Sechenov for many years. She's a talented neurosurgeon and was Comrade Zaharov's student and assistant. She continued the professor's work after he died. But she is now a criminal and a traitor to the Motherland.
Understood. It's too bad. She's kinda cute.
SIN-22 notices are to report to social control for regular weekly check-ins.
There we go. Look at her bloom. What a beauty.
Photosynthesis has begun. The tree's condition is improving rapidly.
Attention, distribution center employees. Access to the right wing of the complex is now available.
It's too bad how it all ended up. No one ever thought something like this could happen. It was always going to the stars, the bright future that awaits us. Now all I can do is lie here and think about it all.
How long ago did the robots attack?
To be honest, I haven't been very good at keeping track of time. But it must have been quite a while ago. At least a few days.
How did you end up in the corridor?
I was the first one they did in. Lab Tech 42 did it. I went to get some coffee, and it grabbed me by the neck. And snapped it. Right here.
Can you tell me anything? How did this all get started?
It was quick, unexpected, and very bloody. You're lucky, you know. There are only a few robots here now. The first day, the place was swarming with them. Every corridor had someone screaming, or dying, or both.
And where did the robots go?
How should I know? All over the facility, I guess. I assume they went through those tunnels. A few of them got stopped or taken out. And I guess the rest are probably still out there, waiting for you.
You seem pretty calm about this.
Why shouldn't I be? I had my fill of screaming when it all went down. I freaked out, swore, saw terrified, dying people. Funny thing is, what scared them most wasn't the robots that were butchering them. It was seeing me dead and talking.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's a damn scary thing to be talking to a dead man. Ah, you mean why I'm talking? I've no idea. I'm not even sure I'm happy about it. It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, I gotta run.
All right, see you. This has got to be some kind of mistake. Sechenov should have foreseen this. He must have. I'm sure of it. It's got to be a mistake.
So, what will it be, Major?
Saving data.
What's this crap?
Sprouts were designed as highly efficient feed for large livestock. But there's something wrong with this sprout.
A killer chicken. Now I've seen it all.
Attracting their attention is not advised.
Too late.
Congratulations on your promotion, Comrade Zolotukhin. Deputy Director of the Vavilov Complex is a very important position. Right now, our primary goal is to provide the Soviet people with sustenance, which requires great attention. But very, very soon, mankind's first steps into outer space will begin right here as well. As an outstanding botanist, you will be tasked with overseeing the creation of entire systems of plants designed to terraform the surfaces of other worlds. Comrade Sechenov and I had a talk earlier, and we're both delighted that you have joined our team. You see, Vic, we do not just want to plant corn on the moon. We want to take a bite of a bigger apple on Mars.
I've got a personal request for you, Vic. The Pavlov complex is in the middle of a big polymer study right now, and humdrum though it may seem, they're short of testing sites. Could you do me a favor and put a small department off in a remote wing somewhere? They just need to observe how animals behave in a polymer soup. It's top secret, of course, but just about everything in your complex is top secret, isn't it? Pavlov will start sending you the polymer in vats first. We'll build a pipeline just as soon as the Ministry of Finance approves it. Thank you in advance.
Comrade Zolotukhin, my dear colleague, we haven't really had a chance to get acquainted yet, but I assure you, if you attend our theater under my guidance, you'll never forget the name Lastoshkin. I've got a little favor to ask you. Could you send us a few of those fascinating flowers of yours? The theater just isn't green enough, and it could use a little more exoticism, if you catch my drift. A little bird told me you've got some creeping bushes now. I'd love to have a dozen of those to wow my VIPs with. I'll make it worth your while, of course. Sincerely yours, Stepan Lastoshkin.
Oh, the rescue team, finally. You cannot help me, but there are still people alive here. Say, you certainly took your sweet time, didn't you?
No, I'm not the rescue team. More like a vanguard.
Well, I'll be damned. Plenty of time has passed, but there's still no alarm. No army coming to the rescue.
Did you see how all this got started? Can you tell me about it?
I don't want to, but I certainly can. The machines didn't attack right away. They sort of spread throughout the facility at first, so they could attack all at once. I suspected something was off the moment the lab tech robots all went into our offices and positioned themselves behind people's backs. Most of my colleagues died right at their workstations. What scared me most wasn't the killing, but the way they slowly walked towards the humans. It was kind of like gym class, when they tell you to split up into pairs.
How long ago did you die?
I don't remember, but I stayed alive longer than most. The machines couldn't get to where I was, since there was no way in. There was shooting, and then hoses started coming out of everywhere. Most people died in the first couple of seconds. Very quickly. The robots either smashed their heads in or snapped their necks, like popping the caps off soda bottles. We took to our heels, but then a lab tech grabbed Comrade Afanasiev. There was a soldier around who tried to stop them, but he just had time to say, "Oh." That's where I sort of stopped being scared and charged the robot. The last thing I remember is being dead.
I'm sorry. We're gonna take those motherfuckers down.
You can't blame the machines. Humans did this. Doesn't look like an accident to me. It'd take months to plan something like this.
Okay. They'll send someone for you once this is all over.
Frankly, it won't make much difference to me. Better make sure this contagion or whatever's wrong with the robots doesn't spread to the other complexes.
Ooh, cold. What's with this place?
Its purpose is to study how living things can survive in a vacuum.
So it's for planting crops on the moon and stuff.
Among other things, yes. The research conducted here applies to a wide range of subjects, from primitive single-celled plant life to livestock and other animals.
That's some neat fish you've got in that aquarium.
Is it just me, or are the guys at Pavlov just sending us junk?
You're just not getting it. They've got different polymers over there with different characteristics. We go traits into polymers here, but over there they splice them in. Does that make sense?
Don't get too smart, buddy. Or, well, medicina non cacus taurus est, you know?
Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, crap. I keep turning my chirper on with my elbow by mistake. I hope they get rid of that function in the next update.
What a goddamn clusterfuck. Who? Me?
The computer mistook you for the head of this laboratory.
Reminder, it is time for you to take your blood pressure medication. Playing an excerpt from an automated recording of your last work shift.
Yes, much better. Opera is doing wonders for me. Definitely. So, on with my log. Day 783. Where was I? Yes. At first, it was extremely difficult for me not to pay any attention to this circle of life, as they call it. But then I realized there's something of an art form to it. Circle of life, indeed. Why did they even have to invent a name like that? Our superiors think that propaganda increases productivity. So to them, their employees are nothing but mindless swine, like these animals. Well, this isn't killing, it's just maintaining the circle of life. You know what, Oliver? Even if we are just swine, who gave us the right to mistreat the other swine, right? I'm awfully sorry for you. I truly am. God knows it's true. You died a hero's death. I'm even thinking about building you a memorial. I promise I will. Sometimes I think that when put to classical music, the convulsions themselves become a kind of dance of death. After all, new pigs keep being born, and yet the same pig keeps on dying. It can't be right. Or can it? To hell with it. I should ask to be transferred to another department, if only temporarily. No, keep your claws off that. Not this recording. Oh, okay, I'll switch it off.
Yeah, the handle's attached. It's spinning. That should do the trick.
Refer to the medical center for an urgent checkup. Repeat. Attention employees who have recently been in contact with warm-blooded experimental samples. Refer to the medical center for an urgent checkup.
Did I just kill all of them?
It's standard to the manufacturing process. It's where the polymer's organic components come from.
Saving data.
It's huge. I've never seen so many planters in one place before.
This is where they grow the plants that will be used to terraform the Moon, Mars, and Venus.
But right now it's not working for shit. We need to find the control panel.
As its name implies, the germination workshop is concerned with growing, controlling, and observing young plants. Facility scientists do not have the luxury of waiting days for experimental seeds to sprout, or to monitor the growth of fruits and shoots in real time. This is where the new polymer-based fertilizer and the Boreas weather simulation system come into play. Combined, they cut the time between planting a seed and getting a fully grown plant, in some cases, within less than a day.
distribution of information will be prosecuted.
Shit. Nothing but dead bodies.
There's a power activation laser relay on the wall.
Okay, I can deal with that. But I will never get used to this shit. There we go. So how do I fill the canister?
The canister fills with cryopolymer automatically. You just need to wait.
That sounds a little too easy. Looks like we've got company. I knew there was no way we could just wait patiently for this thing. What's the matter with it? What am I supposed to do?
The canister will only be filled if an optimal low temperature is maintained in the workshop. The fans blow cold air into the room. They need to stay on, and don't let the sprouts fly into the spinning fan blades.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me that before? Shit, fan turned off.
Try using shock to restart it.
Start the ventilation system.
Previously convicted for slandering the Communist Party, has officially paid his debt to the Motherland and is not
say. Finally.
Data saved. Attention employees. Access to the pesticide workshop is now available.
Bring it on! Let's get the hell out of here. I sure love these goddamn canisters of yours. You guys never get sick of shoving them into things.
Well, it's a tradition.
Yeah, well, maybe you should think about reevaluating your traditions. If I see one more canister...
Do you like it here, Sugar? I find this facility so depressing.
It sure is. Why? Is there a more cheerful place somewhere?
Of course there is, handsome. Anywhere I can tie up disgusting, horny creeps will do for me.
Ugh, you're seriously fucked in the head, lady.
Honey, it's the ones with tendrils sprouting out of their heads that are seriously fucked. Not me.
So, you didn't like it here because there weren't enough people?
There are never enough. I'm so bored. You are a breath of fresh air, handsome. Enter me hard and often.
Oh, fuck.
Saving data.